Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my June perfume tray update with you guys. This is going to be the second update of the month. Today we're going to be talking about the second half of June, the fragrances that I wore, if I have any declutters. If you are interested in my perfume tray update, just keep on watching. So I hope that you guys are doing great today. Before I get started with my perfume tray update, I wanted to give a big thank you to today's sponsor, and that is none other than JULIANNA'S Perfume. So if you don't know about JULIANNA'S Perfume, they create fragrances that are inspired by niche fragrances, and they have a huge selection of fragrances. They are constantly coming out with new fragrances. You can now choose the fragrances in two sizes. So you can choose the 10 ml size, which is like a travel size. So this is what the travel size looks like, which is one of my favorite ways to shop for fragrances. I always encourage you guys to try travel sizes first. If you notice that you're wearing the fragrance a lot, you're going through it at a good pace, then you know that that's an indication to go ahead and get a full size. And at JULIANNA'S Perfume, they're all so affordable. So you have this option, which is a 10 ml, and you also have a full size option, which is the 40 ml bottles. So if you are interested in checking them out, I'm going to be leaving their link in the description box along with all of the information you need. And today I'm just gonna share two fragrances with you guys, and I also have one on my tray that I'm gonna update you guys on. But today I wanted to talk about these two fragrances and just share with you guys how impressed I am with them. So the first one is called Liquid Gold, and this fragrance right here is inspired by Maison Francis Kurkdjian Gentle Fluidity Gold, which you guys know is one of my favorite fragrances. I really love that fragrance, especially during colder months. It's just one of my favorite fragrances to wear. It smells very, to me, classy and sophisticated and very chic. And you guys, I sprayed this on my hand before I started setting up, and it's already been like an hour because it took me a while to sit down and film, and it just smells so good. And honestly, this is so close to the original Gentle Fluidity Gold, which I have the original as well. You guys, they are like 99% similar. The opening, I feel like there might be a hair of a bit of a difference, but it's so slight. And when they start drying down, that beautiful like warm vanilla scent starts to come through. It's such a good one. It smells very, like I said, sophisticated, chic, a little sexy, but it's not trying too hard. I definitely recommend Liquid Gold. I love to share with you guys the ones that I am loving in case you're curious or you don't know where to start and you have similar taste to me. Liquid Gold is really nice for, I would say you can wear this year round. I prefer it fall and winter time. Maybe even spring is fine. I wouldn't really reach for it during summertime. The next one I think can be worn during summer for sure. I don't have the original one of this one, but I have had samples in the past that were sent to me, so I kind of remember how it smells. And honestly, by having this one from JULIANNA'S Perfume, I do not need the original one because the performance of this one is beast mode. In my opinion, this is Oud June Elixir, and this one is inspired by Fragrance du Bois, and it is Oud June Intense. So I wanted to include this one in this video in case you're looking for a summer fragrance, but you're just tired of like the sunscreen smell or like just too obvious that it's like a summer scent. You want something that's a little bit more elevated and it has like that vibe in there, but done in a way that it can be something that you can wear to a dinner in the evening, and it doesn't smell so obvious that it's like a beachy scent or a summer scent. This one has so much sophistication to it, so much luxury feeling to this one. I love their atomizers, you guys. They're so nice and even and smooth. This literally to me smells like a pineapple candy. When it first opens up, it gives me kind of like a piña colada candy type of vibe. And then that slowly starts to calm down, and then you start getting more of the vanilla, more of those florals coming through. I definitely pick up ylang ylang in here. I wouldn't really reach for it on a casual day because to me it has a little bit more oomph to it. So I would keep this one more for like when I'm gonna go out, when I'm done up. It just feels very done up and like dressed really, really pretty. I really recommend those two. They are Amy Glam approved, in case you were wondering. I really, really love those. I recommend them. Again, I will leave everything in the description box. Go ahead and check out Julianna's perfume. And with that said, let's go ahead and let's start with the perfume tray update. In the last update that I did declutter some fragrances, and that was it. The rest of the tray is just completely loves for me. So I'm going to start off with MAC TURQUATIC, because I did talk about this one in my previous perfume tray updates, because I did have it in my tray last month. So I'm not gonna go too into detail about it, just so that I don't sound like a broken record. But this is one of my all-time favorites. Summer fragrances, almost unisex to me. It's not super girly, but it just makes me think of a mermaid. It makes me think of the ocean. It's so unique to me. It's very different from many fragrances. There are some fragrances that kind of come close to this one. So if you like Jo Malone, Wood Sage and Sea Salt, I think it's that one. I don't remember which one, but I know that there's one that reminds me of MAC TURQUATIC. There's also Pink Canyon from Skylar. Those kind of all have like similar vibes to them, but this one to me is just my favorite. And there is a little baby dent starting to form already. I did wear this one quite a bit. Next up, we have another all-time favorite. I always get complimented with this fragrance for some reason, and it's probably one of my favorites from the line, just because I can reach for this any day. I can reach for it anytime during the year, because somehow to me it's kind of like a chameleon type of fragrance, where it will work in the summer but it will also work beautifully during fall time. I don't know what it is, but I love it so much. And this is my KAYALI Eden Juicy Apple. So this fragrance, as you can see by the dent, does get a lot of love, and it's just, to me, the juiciest red apple. When I first got this fragrance, I think I got the red apple way more than I do now. I feel like now the berries that are in here have mixed in with that apple. It is very musky. It's a very musky fragrance, and it just smells juicy and sweet and a little sugary, and the apple's just beautiful. I love apple in fragrances. It's very crisp. It's very, to me, very pretty and girly. And yes, it does smell kind of like hair products or hair shampoo. I like to smell that way, because whenever I wash my hair, I always get compliments on my hair smells good or you smell good. So having a fragrance that kind of smells like hair care or really nice smelling shampoo, to me, is so good. I have no complaints about that. I know some people don't like that, but I absolutely love it. And Eden Juicy Apple is like the perfect scent to give you like that vibe. If you like that just got out of the shower but not soapy and clean vibe, it's more of a really nice shampoo, very girly. It's just so juicy. And that red apple is so beautiful, and I definitely recommend Eden Juicy Apple. It's one of my favorite fragrances from the KAYALI line, and once I run out of this, I will definitely be repurchasing it, because it's just one that I love in my collection. Next up, we have Coconut Sun from the Seven Virtues. This is another fragrance that I fell so in love with when it was released, and we are working up a little dent in here as well. I did wear this one a few times this month. I am picking up a little bit more of the jasmine than I did in the beginning, maybe because it's been sitting for a while, but it's okay. It's not like a deal breaker. It's not too sharp or anything, but the jasmine does come through a little bit more now that it's sat for like about a year in my collection. So this fragrance to me is just breezy coconut water. It's not like a thick creamy coconut. It's more of like a coconut refreshing water. It is so good. It just immediately makes you feel refreshed and cool on a hot summer day. I don't reach for this fragrance when it's not summer, just because to me it's a very good fragrance for super duper hot weather. When it's hot and you just feel like you need something to kind of make you feel refreshed but smells so good. A little tropical, but it's not too in your face tropical, because the jasmine does give it a very like feminine, just a little bit of floral in there to go in with that coconut water. So this one is just another favorite. I didn't talk about longevity for any of them. I usually don't go into detail about longevity, because that's such a personal thing. What may last forever on me might last like 5 minutes on someone else. But I will give my opinion. MAC TURQUATIC on clothes will last for days. and days. When I put this on and I go to do laundry, I can still smell this fragrance. On the skin, I won't say that it's super long lasting, but it performs great. On clothes, it will last forever and it smells really, really good. My Eden Juicy Apple, this one lasts a good amount of time. It's not super beast mode and it's not super long lasting, but it lasts enough for me. Like I can wear it to go out and I'm gonna smell myself while I'm out the whole time, which is fine. And I don't mind bringing my fragrances with me if I have to spray a little bit more. That's not really a big deal to me. The longevity on this one, I will say it's not the best. I probably get like 4 hours max out of this one. Like I said, that doesn't bother me. The only way that I will get really annoyed with a fragrance is if I spray it on and like 5 minutes later it's gone. Like, then what's the whole point of that? But if you're giving me 3-4 hours and then I want to smell you again, I'll just go ahead and spray it. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's Coconut Sun. Really beautiful for summer. Next up, a favorite, and I don't shut up about it, so I won't go into too much detail with this one either, but this one is Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. And I have been mixing this one. I've been getting a little creative, try new combos. So I have been using Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume a lot for that. I've been mixing it with other fragrance mist, body mist from Victoria's Secret, and it's been amazing. This fragrance you can literally mix with anything and it's just going to make it smell so good. This fragrance is one of the most like difficult fragrances for me to describe because it just smells like fluffy cloud to me. That's always just what I think about. A little misty second skin that once it gets in contact with the skin, I won't lie, when I first spray this fragrance, it's not my favorite. Once my skin kind of starts combining with it, it gets a little sweeter. It just smells so good. And in the summertime, it just projects off of the skin, and honestly it makes me feel really, really sexy. I love it. I just feel like this fragrance is easy to wear. You can wear it year round. My favorite time is summertime, and this one does last again on my clothes a really long time. In the air, it's not special. Like, it's not something that I say, oh, I gotta have that. Once I put it on, it's just a different story. It is one of my favorite fragrances. Next up is a discontinued fragrance. And this fragrance, I don't talk about it a lot either, but I think I'm going to purchase the Soki London one. A lot of you guys have been telling me that it's similar, and I think I want to do like a comparison video. Maybe I'll do that. So this is Guerlain Aqua Allegoria Coconut Fizz. This is one of my favorite coconut fragrances for summertime. And again, when this first goes on, it's good. It's not one that I don't like. It's very, very refreshing. I always say that it has to have like some type of cucumber or something mixed in there because I get that vibe out of it. But once it starts to settle down on the skin and dry down, and then that tonka bean starts coming through, it's perfection to me. It's like the perfect way to kind of ground it and like smooth it out and not make it so like watery and fruity and coconut. It's just so good. Again, refreshing. It's so good. Now, next up, we have a cheapie, but it's so good for running errands, for doing groceries, for going to get your nails done or a pedicure, or just doing anything where you're just very casual and you just want to feel casual and comfortable, but you want to smell good during summertime. This one is by Oh The Juice. This one is called Good Energy. And this was, I don't even remember how much I paid for this. Maybe like 20 bucks or something. I don't remember exactly, but I got this because it has a mango note, and I had been looking for mango fragrances that were not mixed with white florals or too screechy or sharp, and this one is beautiful. And when I wear this fragrance, my husband really likes it. I don't really like the atomizer. It kind of like spits out. It's not the best, but that scent, it's so good. Again, if you like these types of fragrances where they're like fruity, shampooey, I'm clean, I took a everything type of shower, I smell really girly and flirty, this. And it's affordable, it's so cheap, and it smells so good. It's so good. And you actually get that mango. It's literally like a mango smoothie to me because it's mango, but then it's like creamy and refreshing and bright and juicy. It's just so good. This one to me is so tropical, you guys. And you guys know that I'm very picky on what I label tropical, just because sometimes, and I know we all have different tastes, I know that. But some people will say, ooh, this fragrance is so tropical. And when I go try it, it's like this white floral, like department store smelling fragrance, and I'm just like, have you ever been somewhere tropical? Because it's not it. This gives such a beautiful tropical vibe, big time. Like, I definitely see myself wearing like a nice beach dress, tan, on vacation, and this smells so good. It makes me want to smell the other ones. So if you guys have the other ones, I know that there's a, I don't even remember the colors, maybe a pink and a blue one. I don't remember like the notes or anything, but if you have any of the other ones, please let me know how you like them, if you think I would enjoy it, because I'm very curious and they just smell so good. This one's so good. I love it. Like, I just want to like smell myself nonstop. One of you guys asked me to do this in my videos and I like the idea of it, but then again, I hate choosing things because I love these so much. But out of today's selection, towards the end, I will say like which ones I love the most. So let's go ahead and continue with the following ones. And this one, longevity is not going to be a super long time. I mean, it's super affordable. I just like this one for when I'm running errands. It's not like a super dressy type of fragrance. It's just for a hot summer day and you just want to smell good, but you don't want to do too much either, but it smells amazing. It doesn't take away from the fragrance. Next up, we have JULIANNA'S perfume, and this one is Inner Beauty Oasis. So this one is inspired by one of my favorite fragrances, and that is the Lina La Rose, but this one is enhanced with sweet and airy notes. I really like what they did here. This is strong. This lasts a long time. When you first spray it, it reminds me a lot of the Lina La Rose, but then you start getting definitely what they said is exactly what you get. It's a little more airy. It's so good. You guys know I love my airy, fluffy fragrances that just don't smell too thick or dense. That's exactly what this is. I'm just like layering all these different this is, you guys, this is so good. I definitely recommend this one. Next up, we have one that I had in my collection when I first started my YouTube. Got rid of it for some reason. Not sure why. Maybe in that time, I just didn't appreciate the fragrance. You know, our noses change and we started liking different things. And I got it back in my collection and it's one of my favorite fragrances, especially when you want to feel very chic and put together. That clean girl vibe. You just smell so good. This one is LALIQUE Soleil. First of all, the bottle. It's just gorgeous. I love this bottle. This fragrance to me, very, very unique. If you're into fragrances where you don't want them to smell like every other fragrance in a department store, you want something different. It's a little hard for me to describe LALIQUE Soleil. I don't know why. Now, what's crazy is that when you see the notes, you would probably think that it's a super gourmand fragrance. And honestly, it's not. It's bright, it's chic, it's dainty. Again, I really like those types of fragrances. It girl type of scent. Expensive. I'm very picky with cardamom. I either love it or I cannot stand it. If it's the main thing that is in the fragrance and it's always in your face, I have noticed that I'll start off loving them and then I end up decluttering them. But with this one, the cardamom is done to perfection. It's there, you can notice it, but it's not overpowering the fragrance. I'm trying to tell you guys like what notes I pick out in here. Definitely the cardamom, definitely the mandarin orange. I definitely get a little bit of the coffee, the musk, the sandalwood, but it's just so unique. It's so unique and it's so beautiful and it performs really nice. And this one I go for more when I'm going somewhere. I don't really wear it casually, but it's such a good scent. So definitely recommend LALIQUE Soleil so much. So now that we are at the end of the video, if I had to recommend, this is so hard. Okay, let's see. Let's do like the top 3 of this video, even though that's so hard for me. I'm not gonna say coconut fizz because it's something that's not even available, so that's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna give a top 3, but I have a little tier because they're all good. But definitely the Eau de Juice, good energy. It's affordable. It's beautiful. It's tropical. It's just so, you guys, this has papaya. It has mango, it has coconut, passion fruit. I will say Inner Beauty Oasis really impressed me. So I'm gonna say that this is in my top 3 for this video. Beautiful. It's a little floral. It's a little sophisticated, but yet easy to wear. It's not too much. Super pretty. I guess I'll say KAYALI Eden Juicy Apple. I have recommended this to people before and they have went and bought it and messaged me and told me that they loved it after they got it. So I'm pretty confident in eating juicy apple. So those three to me are just like, love them, even though I love the other ones too. So we have made it to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, spending some time with me. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on these fragrances. And if you made it to the end of today's video, let's put some palm trees in the comments section. Let's fill it up with some pretty palm trees. And I thank you so much if you watched the entire video. I just appreciate you guys so much. So with that said, that's going to be it for today's video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and check out Julianna's perfume. Let me know how it goes for you, because you guys know I like to follow up with you whenever I recommend something. Check out the description box. Check out their website. Thank you so much to Julianna's Perfume for sponsoring today's video. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next one.